no, it's been a good week. No, it was good to see you. Yeah, good to have you back again. Yeah, no, we're just about to record actually. I'm just waiting for Tom to get. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. I must admit, I was quite impressed by you last week on the Palantir with your snazzy new haircut. So I got one of my own. Quite pleased with this. So I figured, this time, you look great on the Palantir last week. It's good to have his guest, and this week I'll be the centre of attention with my snazzy new haircut. Alright, Tom's there. I've got to go, mate. Bye.
Ready?
Oh, welcome to Strategy Battle Games from the GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host, GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And we are here with episode 54 of
The Palantir.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We're back.
Back once again.
Brilliant.
This time, Son's Jamie.
Yeah.
And Son's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the snazziest Palantir ever. we think it's the first joint haircut week we've ever had.
It feels like you have to have it's like when moons and planets align.
I think it's very
similar.
similar.
You have haircuts at the same time.
Yeah. So this is like one of the like a solar eclipse or something.
Yeah.
Something
you got the bit at the front. You do your.
Bit of a quiff thing going on there.
Yeah.
Good content.
Yeah. It feels good at the back though. When
it
you
does.
do
Yeah. It's also. Do you find that you lose weight? I don't know if you think you look particularly fat if you have big hair, but the bigger my hair gets, the fatter I look in the face.
Okay.
So whenever I get my hair cut, I feel like paying the guy more because he's giving me a diet as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like I look thinner when my hair's short.
You should pay him a bit more and then you'll shave your beard up.
You're a terrible human being. So yeah, there you go. We think the first ever week with dual new haircuts from your Palantir hosts. So,
Ryan, let us know if that's made up.
It's the Palantir.
That was the sketch.
How did we miss that? Maybe we didn't. We might now go back and get a new sketch. Who knows? The Palantir. Yeah. So this week's episode of the Palantir.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Yeah.
Onwards.
You could just put that as a black screen to start with.
The Palantir.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the tea toast before you start guzzling it all down.
Sorry.
Last week it was with Mr. World Champion, who hosted the first event in the Great British Hobby League this season, and he has passed it on to Mr. Nathan Ward. Thanks to you, Nathan.
Besides that, I don't know if this mug has been reviewed. It's been a while back. Massive Jurassic Park mug.
Mug has been reviewed.
We've all gone through.
And I've got the one that you got from Warlord. From the
Indeed. Enjoy, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Make yourself a cup of tea.
Yeah, Nathan.
On us.
Nathan is one of a rare breed who has won a Most Sporting and the Best Painted award in the Great British Hobby League. Of which?
I've done that.
Yeah, we've both done that.
Oh, right. So that's what Well, I'm going to introduce something that I've won.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Well done, Nathan.
Yeah.
It takes a special kind of handsome and arrogant man to win those awards. You're not arrogant.
You count yourself in this.
As so often is the case with me and you, I will happily take...
I was trying to find an interesting stat about Nathan, and now you throw it
I'll
in
quite
my
happily, chop myself on the sword if you come down with
Yeah,
me.
okay, I'll come with you. Anyway, Nathan's a lovely bloke. Here's to you, Nathan. Make sure you pass it on next week by commenting below. Very good. On the sketch from last week and on Jamie as a guest.
Has he been reviewed as a guest?
Yeah. Zalfa Engel said, great to see that the special guest was revealed like Tom in the first episode. Was indeed a nod to that.
Yeah.
And Matt Byrne has said, good strong second name.
Strongest name, yeah.
Said Jamie in a ginger wig and a green dress would have been better than Evangeline Lilly.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think we sent that to him. I screen grabbed that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We liked that comment. And we sent that to Jamie, so we got a bit of a pat on the back.
And Matt Byrne, your YouTube profile picture is very good. He's drinking a cup of tea.
Oh, lovely. Nathan, if you need anyone.
Yeah. Ross Diggle wasn't impressed that you're wiggling your toes the entire way through. Neither was Barry, but Matt picked up on it.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He sent you a video of it.
Matt Davies, Generation Shift, sent us a video of my toe, like a close up of my toes, like that, just wiggling. So I don't know. There's a secret toe wiggling.
What did we talk about last week, Damian? Let's bring it. Oh,
Thorns.
wait! Before we do that, whose opinions are we not?
These are only our own. Anything we say over the next hour is only our own opinions. Tom.
Yeah.
Don't represent the views of the GBHL podcast or the Great British Hobby League or indeed any other formal body or organisation such as the FA.
Why the FA?
Because
it's FA Cup
today
tonight?
I met Greg Dyke.
Ah, when I saw that in your calendar, because I was spying on him, when I saw that in your calendar, I was like, it won't be the actual Greg Dyke because Damian's not cool enough.
Oh, real Greg Dyke.
No. Why was he in Twickenham?
He was at St Mary's, he was at work, going around
Reviewing
sports facilities.
reviewing SPG issue 2.
And our sports journalism students interviewed him for half an hour.
Cool.
It was pretty cool. Former Director General of the BBC. I was more interested in that than the FA job, to be honest. But it was cool. We only got half an hour with them, but they were asking questions and stuff.
Very good.
So,
cool.
the FA,
For you. Very good. What did we talk about last week? You were about to say?
Fellowship and Thorin's company in the game.
Indeed. And a few of you chipped in, told us some stories about your exploits with both the Fellowship and the Thorin's company, or your exploits against them. David Reed, I thought his comment was quite nice. He said he thinks that Thorin's company is slightly better because of the synergy and the amount of models they have, but he probably prefers using the Fellowship out of the two just because he prefers the characters. But he said it looked like Jamie had a lot of fun using his list at Sterling last year, so he had the Fellowship.
Oh yeah, at the end, yeah.
And Rob Mycock said he took Thorin's company to his first tournament and did relatively well. He had Thorin, Dwalin, Gloin, Oyin, Dory, Nori and Ori at 500 points.
So you got the good ones and Ori and Oyin.
Yes.
So a banner re-roll and the awesome
Slingshot.
shoot and roll. Yeah.
And in this first game he killed a mimic. And took 0 wounds in the process.
That's fantastic. Well, I suppose you got all the might to keep striking against them.
He said his favourite game was against Dave Egan, who had an airport list, and Ori outkilled Thorin and Dwalin.
Obviously. Classic.
As in, on both sides. Thorin and Dwalin on the airport side, and Thorin and Dwalin on his own side. Very... Ori's pretty nasty at times if he rolls those 6s.
Can he might it to a
I
6?
think so.
Or does it have to be a natural roll? I think it might have to be a natural 6.
Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, it's a grim rule. I played Louis Atman once and he kept doing it to Thorin, who was my leader. And I was
I
like,
just got the 6s. Stop getting the
because
6s.
we were doing some sort of whole ground game where I was standing off the objective. We just had Ori and we go ping 4, ping 5, ping 6. I was like, well, no, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I'm defence 8. Stop it. It was really going, get off. Keep you rolling 6s because he wasn't moving, so he fired twice.
Oh dear. And Ryan Ratchard was talking about Ian Marley's Fellowship, the breaking of the Fellowship, so it didn't have Gandalf.
Great, yeah.
He
had the shield in a tree, didn't he?
Yeah, but do you remember that Ian won because he got the best painted army?
Yeah.
And best themed as well, I think.
He got 3.
Yeah.
He won 3 things.
And most sporting, was it a one day?
Might have been most sporting, yeah.
Aragorn had special rules given to him, so he wounded on 3 pluses, got a free heroic march per go in addition to his free heroic, his free might point, and channeled blinding light up.
Which was cool.
Yeah.
For that army.
And he still lost every game.
Yeah, he still got smashed. But they were cool. They were helpful rules for the Fellowship.
Yeah. Moving
Moving faster, wounding easier, and protecting against shooting.
Yeah. So yeah, there we go. Some errata from last week. It's a new Palantir segment.
Errata. That's like a Spanish dish.
The Sam model, drawing his sword, is from a set with Frodo and Gollum, and it was the Emyn Mule set when it originally came out. The Gollum is the one climbing over the rock, the £4.21 that Jamie bought and likes, and the Frodo is I don't really like the pose. It's him like
yes. Yeah, kind of almost like he's falling forward.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Tabletop wargaming. Oh no, top table wargaming.
What
wasn't deliberate.
The man, the myth, the legend.
He was surprised that he didn't have Sam and Bill the pony.
No, I don't.
In all of your 7 Sams.
Yeah, 7 Sams. That's our tournament for this year.
the 7 Sams.
There's going to be an unpainted model of Sam at the middle of every table.
You're not getting Palantir this year, guys.
Sorry guys, budget cuts.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a fair few Sams I don't have. I think other Sams are available.
On Frodo's ring, I think we were referring to Frodo's ring rule being different to Bilbo's, and people were saying that it's the same ring rules, but what we mean is he doesn't get the 1 to 2.
Yes, I read
Bilbo,
one of those comments. Someone said that he does use the new ring rules, and someone put a comment saying he does use the ring rules, and it was actually Damian that told me. I was like, I know, and I agree. Yeah, and he does. We are very much over here, or most of us over here, in the camps that Frodo and Isildur, I think it is, and whichever ones it covers, it's definitely Frodo. They all use the new ring rules.
It's on a 1 or a 2, they're controlled by the other player.
That's the bit. I didn't even remember when we were talking about it. But yeah, what we meant was he doesn't get new Bilbo's bonus, which is to ignore Sauron's will and whichever the other one is. He ignores 2 rules. So yeah, that's what I meant. But yes, you're right. He does use the new ring rules. Absolutely.
Yeah. On Ed Ball's list, we said he just used Felbeast. He said they were merrily supported by a shade, in fact. So yeah.
To make it better, I don't know. Yeah, you did very well.
Yeah.
I Felbeast without magic.
Yeah. I was going to say they'd trample all before them, but that seems a bit ironic,
But they did that, well, I don't know, did the Felbeast trample on the mooks, or did they like flap around and scratch their eyes out? While the shade went, ooh.
Ed said he killed 26 models in hurls on turn 1 of one game. 26, it was an Uruk pike block.
Oh, squishy defence 5. Yeah, you kill 26 models, you can't kill 1 crossbow, can you?
And Rob Mycock commented on his name saying, "Glad to see my name is causing some amusement. There are so many jokes related to that name, I've lost count." Is this your name?
Yeah, we haven't talked about this, but I'll be utterly honest. I don't know if you think that. I assumed
it was a joke.
It was a joke.
And James did originally. He refused to read it, I think, the first time he read it.
It was a fake. I assumed it was like a fake name for YouTube. Yeah. And so
like
have
Dr.
been
Grant.
Yeah, and so an avatar, I guess, and I've been treating it as such. If that is your name, I'm sorry, for laughing at it.
Yeah.
But now it's like, is he then? You're now like, is this now the ultimate troll? Because we're now apologising. Yeah. But I don't know. But yeah, that's why. If it's your real name, I certainly wouldn't be laughing at it.
Yeah.
But yes, if it is, I can see why.
Yes, indeed. Trivia section. You can join in.
Trivia section.
Good. Last week.
Yeah.
Jamie Giblin asked.
Oh, he did.
Jamie Giblin asked, who can Candish mercenaries ally with? That's one part. And what special rule did they have? And a few of you were very, very, very close.
Oh, didn't get it right.
Ed Ball, Andreas the Norwegian Viking, and David Whittaker said they can ally with every evil army. And at the start of the game, each model, you have to roll a 1 for them, and if you have to roll a dice for them. If you get a 1, they're being paid off elsewhere and don't
sell
turn
swords
up.
Or something.
Sell swords, whatever it is. So they don't turn up and you can't use them in the game, but they were pointed cheaper to kind of accommodate for this. Only one person got the actual right answer.
Oh, that's not right.
That is not correct. It's every evil army except for Sharky's Rogues, because Sharky's Rogues couldn't ally with anybody in the game.
That's mean. Why? Why can't they have friends? Oh wow. That's a very specific rule to remember.
Yeah, and racking up the Freddos recently.
David Reed.
He's giving J22 a run for his money where J22 got double Freddo. It's David Reed.
David Reed. Well answer.
Get yourself. But no wait, you do it better. Chance to
get yourself a Freddo.
Yeah.
I do it better. You're right. Yeah. You're awful at it.
You've won yourself the chance to build up more in your stockpile of Freddos.
Don't eat them all at once.
Yeah. Yes, well done to David Reed, but commiserations to those who were very close.
Only one. Good question, Jamie.
The next question, I've not actually worked out who's closest.
Right. Brilliant.
Lots of you gave a lot of... It's for Damian's, sorry. This is your trivia question.
Oh, I see, yeah.
Which is, which 5... There's an asterisk associated with this 5.
Yeah.
Which 5 models has Damian painted 3 versions of? And it must be a named hero.
Because I've never painted 4 of a named hero.
Yes. And we have had the following suggestions. Loads. We've had Aragorn, Frodo, Thranduil, Gollum, Gandalf the Grey, Saruman, Legolas, Lurtz, Bilbo, Thorin, Gimli, Boromir.
Hang on, go from the top, and when they come up, I'll see if we get them.
Aragorn.
No.
Frodo.
No.
Thranduil.
Yes, Thranduil is one.
Gollum.
No.
Gandalf the Grey.
Yes.
Saruman.
Yes.
Legolas.
No.
Lurtz.
No.
Bilbo.
Yeah, Bilbo. He's the cheeky one.
He's a cheeky one.
Yeah.
Thorin.
Thorin's the 5th one.
Okay. And then we also have had Gimli.
No, 1.
Boromir.
2.
Haldir.
2.
Dwalin. Balin.
2. Plenty 2 of those.
Yeah. And that's it. There's
Yeah.
suggestions.
So the 5 that last week when I asked the question have been named, and were those all the suggestions?
Yeah, those.
So
were the
who
suggestions.
got the closest out of the 5?
So what do I need? I need
It's Saruman,
Saruman.
Bilbo,
Yeah.
Thorin, Thranduil, and
Well, you tell them the story whilst I work it
Okay.
out. Bilbo. Sorry. Say the
okay. So my Bilbos, I have the jumping over a log Bilbo.
Yeah.
I have the Battle of 5 Armies Bilbo I just painted, and I have the Trixie Bilbo, which is the one Tom reminded me of, who's my Bilbo at the top of a tree from my Battle of 5 Armies board. So there's Bilbo, 3 Bilbos. Thorin.
There's a video for that. Search the channel.
Yeah, it's the hobby behind the hobby, I think. Thorin is Thorin Oakenshield Plastic, Thorin our Pony, and Young Thorin. Thranduil is the Desolation of Smaug Thranduil, not the yoga one. And then new Thranduil foot and mounted. Saruman is the old Palantir Saruman. Saruman on horse and new Snooker Saruman. He's got an asterisk next to him as well, I forgot. And
See?
he does. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few asterisks.
Okay.
And who's the other one? They're screaming. They're screaming, it's this, you moron, you just said it.
Gandalf the Grey.
Gandalf, yeah. Who is my very first hero I ever painted, which was the Khazad-dûm one, my Rivendell Gandalf, and the relatively new Dol Guldur Gandalf. And had I asked this question, hopefully in 2 weeks, Gandalf would have actually won, because I will have painted another Gandalf. But yeah, those are my 5. Gandalf, Bilbo, Thorin, Thranduil and Saruman. Those are my 5 models that I have painted 3 of.
3 people have got 4.
3 people have got 4?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So joint winners.
Joint winners are Jericho Jackson, who
Who
got
did he say?
Thranduil, Saruman, Gandalf and Bilbo. He said Legolas instead of Thorin.
Right, okay.
Then we have Ed Ball,
Yeah.
who said Thranduil, Saruman, Bilbo and Thorin.
Right.
Who said Legolas instead of Gandalf the Grey.
Right, okay.
And we have, surprise surprise,
David Reed.
David Reed. He said Gandalf, Saruman, Thranduil and Bilbo. And he said Lurtz in place of
Only 2 letters.
Thorin.
So they all said Bilbo.
Yes.
I was going to say, to separate them, if one of them had said Bilbo, because I think he's Trixie, I would have given it to him. But the 3 of you can have that for getting 4 out of 5. Well done. Double fellow for Mr. Reed.
Yes. But there's a few
Some
caveats.
notes. So it turns out, I think one of these I can get away with.
Yeah, well, one we both thought about.
Yeah. Why does
I thought about it
Saruman
on
have
the
an
way.
asterisk?
Let me think. Because one's good and one's not.
No.
You've got the mounted one.
Yeah.
The
one with the
Orphan
Palantir.
mounted. The one that Palantir and then Snooker Saruman.
Yeah.
Why?
And there's an argument that I've painted another one. They're screaming at their screens.
There's an argument that you painted another one.
No one made the argument.
Sharky!
Sharky. Painted Sharky.
Oh.
Yeah. But his
Proxy! Proxy!
His profile's Sharky there.
Yeah.
His profile's not so around. So I think there's a little asterisk there. Then, what occurred to us? Well, why don't you tell what occurred to you, because I had my models to look at.
I was doing a comment review on the bus to Damian's and was trying to think, what are the 5 again? And I sprung on another hero that Damian hadn't said.
Hammer. Got 3 of him. Knight of the Palantir, Foot of Mountain. Got 3 of him as well. So he would have been acceptable as...
Knight of the Palantir, Comet, Riddermark, Foot and Mountain.
Yeah.
I guess.
So I've got 6... Well, I've got kind of 5 heroes with 3 of them, 1 with kind of 4. But then, what else happened as I was going through? Because I wanted to make sure the answer was right.
Yes.
Let's have a look.
You
Turns
thought
out
a
there's
cheeky 2.
2 more models. And that's, dear friends,
And I guess...
is my trivia question for this week.
I'm going to say, I guessed the models but couldn't think of what the 3rd version of them was.
Yeah.
So I was able to guess somehow what the 2 were.
So I have 2 more models, 2 more named heroes who no one has guessed. It's worth pointing out that in all the ones we just suggested.
Yeah.
That I've painted 3 versions of that I forgot about.
And no one guessed Amo either.
No. Who are they? And I'll give you a hint that they are...
Sneaky.
You'd remember them both or forget them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're in some way linked. And I've got 3 versions of them painted. That's my trivia question for this week.
Good.
So well done to Ed, Jericho and David.
Yeah.
For getting their Freddo there.
Yes, indeed.
And having an irrationally strange knowledge of my model collection.
And my question was, which Dwarves in Barrels were released by Weta, and the bonus piece was which one of them is sadly out of production, which means he doesn't have it. Did anyone get it right? No. No, nobody got it.
It doesn't hugely surprise me if you don't know around it, because they're not. Yeah. They're certainly not obvious choices.
No. So the 3 are Oin, which is a very odd choice you'd expect. Bofa, and probably the most obvious choice, Bomber. So a lot of you got Bomber. And then the one that sold out that you don't have is...
Bofa.
Bofa.
You can also get Bilbo and Barrel, but Tom was asking about those.
So
I think, because people were saying Thorin and Feeling Keely, right?
Yes.
I think people might have been thinking of there was some collector's edition of Desolation of Smaug that came with a little barrel vignette that had Thorin and maybe Feeling Keely in the barrels on it.
Yeah.
I think maybe people were thinking of that.
Okay. Now, Andreas the Norwegian Viking said that Bofa was the one that sold out.
That's correct.
So that bit is correct.
That's not enough to get yourself the chance to buy a Freddo though.
No. And nobody else was close. I don't think anyone got 2.
Remember, we don't have to give away the chance to buy a Freddo.
We don't.
We have had rollovers before.
Oh, Star Fox got Bomber and Bofa, but then went for Thorin instead of Oin. I think that's the closest with 2 out of the 3. But yes.
No Freddo.
It's a Freddo rollover.
Freddo rollover. Everything's played for.
David Reed, what are you doing? You had a chance to get triple Freddo.
Think about it. If you're lucky, next week you can spend 50p. Well, actually, you can get the other one right, and then get your bonus Freddo. You can spend £1 on Freddos next week if you get really lucky in the trivia.
Yeah. Anyway, my trivia question for this week is the same as Damian's from last week. However, it's a lot simpler. I have painted one particular named hero 4 times. 4 times. Every other hero I have not reached 4. This is with the same caveat that Damian had, that you're splitting out Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White. I'm not saying that it's not Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White, but they don't count as combined.
I guessed it.
You did?
On my 4th, I guess.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes.
I think. So it is gettable.
Yes.
I suppose you have to know Tom's collection of it, I guess.
Yes.
But
so there you go. That's my question.
Trivia section.
Very good. Okay, and we're on to topic for the week.
No tournaments?
News for the week. News for the week. There's been no update since last time, particularly.
No, maybe not.
Do
we know about Titans being cancelled?
Did we? I think we said
But I don't
that
think
Sam
we
might
knew Sam.
step
Yeah,
in.
and he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
next up we got Into the West.
yes, which is in Cardiff, which is filling up.
Yep.
They've had to extend to 30 places. Congrats, guys.
Awesome news.
Really well done. And that should be another 100-point event.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember what the actual points value for the
It's
armies.
450.
450 point armies. Very good.
Oh, I've heard. I'm going up with Kieran, Sam, and Josh, and Josh posted a list. I'm not going to say it here, in case it's a secret, but it's grim. Like he said, he's paid his dues last year playing as Gondor and being smashed. And it's absolutely grim. I was like, how can you have all that at 450? It's horrible. So he might. I don't know. He might be one to watch for that. Yeah, I think so. But 450 is not a. It's not a great.
I wouldn't compete with you Berserkers if I'm being honest.
Yeah, maybe not. It does, because what you end up with is, I did the maths on it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get.
I'd take elves.
So you take I don't know, Vrasku, Shaman, and Captain.
Yeah. 2
out of those 3. If you take all 3 of them,
yeah.
you can then get the 21 models. So
yeah.
kind of, I can't remember what it is. 10 Berserkers, 4 Ferals, and 7 Crossbows. Yeah, which is quite good. But then you kind of feel maybe those 60 points would be better used on the 4 Berserkers.
Yeah.
But if you drop the Captain, you've then still got 20. And I've only got 21 models.
You can only fit 3 more in.
You could fit 3 more in.
You'd have to put a banner in.
Yeah, or something.
But then you're low on might.
But it wasn't optimum.
Yeah, I'd go with Mirkwood Elves and
maybe
some other stuff, maybe.
You could get 2, I think maybe like Beastie
Mounted Rohan.
All-Mounted Rohan.
You could do. You could skirmish it.
I don't want to skirmish it. That'd be awful.
You could charge in.
That'd be awful for me. Maybe Beastie Thranduil and it'd be like, that's going to be 140, so 250, and then Megalas be 340, and so you'd probably get about 10 elves.
You can only do 1 beastie.
Yeah. 1 beastie, 1 Italy.
Yeah. Maybe Tauriel.
Maybe. Who the hell knows?
Yeah. Anyway, then after Cardiff, it is Sanctuary.
Yeah. Oh God, not Slayer. Yeah, sorry.
Sanctuary.
Run by Dan Bird.
Yes, and tickets are now available. People have started buying them. So yes, tickets are now available. That's in Sutton, which is near Mansfield.
You going to that?
Yes, that was one that we needed to talk about, but we haven't. But yes, we should be going, I would expect.
Yeah, I'm going to go to that.
And how many points was it?
500.
I should know all this.
I think that's 500.
Okay, let's say 500.
Yeah.
We'll correct ourselves in the errata next week if it's wrong.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, that is the next event.
That's end of February.
And that is also going to be a 100-point event. For those international viewers, we've said this before, I'm sure, but a 100-point event means that it counts. The winner will score 100 points towards the overall league score for the year, whereas some other events only award 80 maximum because they're designed to be less competitive events. The final one is East Grinstead.
Yes, the one that Sam has stepped up to take on.
Yeah.
Which is on Sunday the 20th of March.
Yeah.
And that I think is going to be 600 points.
Yeah, because it's 2 weeks before the Throne of Schools, and I think the idea is for it to be Throne of Schools practice.
So that's going to be really cool. I always love these Grinstead events.
Always have good special rules, etc.
His last 80-point one was tons of fun. He had these
war
cries that if your whole army comes from one list, you can yell a war cry once a game, and they're brilliant.
Yeah.
They were like incredibly good. So I'm assuming he'll have those at the latest event. And I am going to take my army of Thor to that.
Brilliant.
I'll take some, but at 600 I'm going to kind of go Thor and Thrain and Thorin, that kind of group, and then a bunch of dwarfs.
Nice.
And their one, if memory serves, it was Dubakar, obvs.
Yeah.
and it was something like, for that one turn, all your Grimhammers get burly, fixes them. All your Warriors variable get strength 4, fixes them, and all dwarves get +3 movement for like one turn.
Very good.
And I think a Thoringer leader, he counted as an army-wide banner or something last time. So I was like, so you take the idea is you take a really cool fluffy force, and you get
They're really competitive.
Yeah, you get a nice boost. I know Dale could take great bows.
Yeah.
That was cool.
The archers could take great bows.
So yeah, very excited to see the rules pack for that when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, be going along to that. You going to tell them?
Yes.
Cool. So that'd be, if you want to go to that, you'll have to keep your eye out because that will sell out in seconds.
Gone.
Just like that. Like Kaiser Soze.
Anyway, on to topic for this week.
Mm-hmm.
And we have been asked by Ollie of the Hobbit Tabletop Liga a question. He says, something that he does not understand about my fellow gamers, maybe you can enlighten me. Why are wargamers always so proud about the amount of unpainted miniatures they own? For my part, I'm ashamed about any unpainted miniature that is stored in my cellar. You can't play with them. Okay, you can, but I wouldn't if they're unpainted. Agreed. Or display them. What's the point? Luckily, I was able to massively reduce my painting backlog in 2015. It's currently 9 half-painted and 1 unpainted miniature. Probably less when you read this comment.
I remember him doing that over when I put my post up before Christmas. Him saying that he was painting the last time.
And then he says, if you have a small backlog, you can always buy new minis and paint them straight away to use them in battle. From my point of view, that's a much better situation, don't you think? Looking forward to hearing your opinions, especially Damian, who has got 7 unpainted Sams. I would have sleep disorders if I owned 7 unpainted Sams.
I might have 8. It's a really interesting question.
It is.
And I think it kind of touches on the... It's a slightly bigger question, that isn't it, about the nature of the almost addiction of the hobby.
Yes.
Of kind of the compulsive...
The collection.
Yeah.
Collecting part.
So yeah, thank you, Ollie. It's an interesting topic. Thoughts?
I would say that if you talked to me a few years ago, my thoughts would be slightly different. Because I had a limit on what my backlog could be until I felt like the game may die out and models were going to go out of production. So my backlog now is a deliberate safeguard so that I have models and never am in the position where if my backlog was just 10 models, let's say models that I knew I would probably want in the future, then go out of production, like Girion. I wouldn't have a Girion because I'm not painting him at the moment, but then I could never really get him if I hadn't chucked him in a box somewhere. So that's been the major driver of me having a much larger backlog.
Because you did several huge orders, didn't you? And kind of went through the website, got everything you wanted, and then about 6 months later went through it again,
and got everything
you wanted.
I mean, you can get everything you wanted, but there's only so much you can get in one go without it seeming like a ludicrous amount of money to spend.
I mean, I did that when I think with the Angmar thing, I thought, get everything that I want to get at some point. And then invariably...
How far down the painting list is Angmar?
I don't know. What will I work out? It's 13 years of backlog, so I don't know, 7? It's fairly irrelevant, which we'll get onto, I'm sure. But then I went through it recently and put everything... I think everything I'd want went on my birthday and Christmas list, and I got a lot of that. And then I realised that I went back to the website and went, well, actually, I don't have a plastic Felbeast, and I don't have Sauron. Maybe they should go on the list. And then I started thinking about Harad again.
Again? You've sold you Harad?
Oh, yeah, I sold 24 of them to Josh Triffitt, but that's all I had.
Oh, okay.
But I still got my Mummock, and I had the command. And I was thinking
and the 12 for the Mummock.
Yeah, I was thinking like a fluff force, but purely like 2 boxes of Raiders, and then 3 boxes of
Raiders
Warriors.
have always been around the fringes of, do I want them? I do want them, they're cool, but I'm like, they're just such
and they're plastics, they probably won't sell out.
Yeah.
And then I got Suladan in metal, and just to have that kind of, that kind of fluffy thing at some point, but I haven't bought that yet. But something like, I mean, that's another 50 models to get, and about probably about 100 quid.
How many Raiders would you get?
12.
And then you'd have the dismounts.
Yeah, so it's 3 boxes of Warriors, so I've got 24 and 12 dismounts.
Yes.
And then 2 boxes of Raiders, and that'd be it. And maybe get the Beastmaster bloke for the moment.
Yeah, he's cool.
But that's suddenly then another... And then if I did get that, I'm sure invariably I'll then go, well, you know, whatever, Easterlings or... Maybe,
Cataphracts.
but Harad, I think I said this on the channel before, Harad were, before The Hobbit came out, they were going to be my next army.
Yeah, they were.
So I've always had
He's a
that
filth
inkling.
bag.
Nah, but none of that, none of the metal stuff. Just the stuff from the films for scenarios.
Yeah.
Like,
it'd be cool to do an Athelian.
Film/books because they don't really come up in it. But yeah, that sort of stuff. And so but it's like I know I kind of want to get that on the off chance those plastic models do go out, but I'm literally buying it to put it in a cupboard, like you say, in the hope that one day I might
get round to it. The other thing the way you could think about it is, how long do I envisage doing the hobbying and enjoying the painting?
Yeah.
And I think that regardless, looking at someone like my dad who does hobbying, regardless of whether you have kids and stuff, yeah, okay, you might have a hiatus. Like when I went to university, I didn't really do any painting apart from the odd few models. You'll always still come back to it and you'll want to do some. And you'll want to have that choice, because I enjoy having that choice and thinking of what do I want to... I can pick that one, rather than being constrained to having to do... I think with it being a creative thing, you want to feel creative about it, and therefore having that freedom of choice. I can pick him out the box and paint him because I feel like it. It means you'll do a much better job than, I have to paint these 6 because that's what I've got next.
Well, I really enjoyed at the start of the year going through everything and picking what I was going to paint for the year.
Yeah.
You know, it was almost like they were all new models in a way to me.
Yeah.
And then that still means that this year I then pick out of that lot.
Yeah.
But you forget about models. You really do. I bought another 2. I didn't count them. I bought another Sam. I bought
Which one?
the Mount Doom.
Yeah.
I was like, I need them. And I bought the blister that I showed you last week. I've got them. And I didn't have the Golem, and I knew I didn't have the Golem, but I didn't have them in Orc armour.
Yeah.
And because they're the Mordor ones, I was like, I've got them in Orc armour. I need them at Mount Doom.
Right.
Got them. I opened up my case, and then hi.
Oh, they're already there. You've got a duplicate.
I've got that. That's what I mean. I already had them. That wouldn't happen to Ollie. No, really. Hi. And I was like, oh God. So I've now got a spare. If anyone wants to trade, I don't have a clue about the street value of these, but I will say right here and now, if anyone wants to trade a Mount Doom, Frodo and Sam for a Mord or Orc armour, Frodo and Sam, I'll do that. I don't know who wins in that, but I'll happily do that.
Probably the Orc armour.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 of them.
Have you chucked in the Golem as well?
No.
You need
The Golem. I need the Golem.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so Frodo and Sam. But that...
But it is,
it's nice when you open up a cage, you go, oh yeah, that, and there's Arwen with Frodo on a horse. That's quite cool. And those little vignette pieces.
Oh, you've got the ponies.
The ponies.
Oh, I thought you said Frodo on a horse.
Arwen with Frodo.
Oh, the Arwen one. I thought you were on about the Shire ponies.
But I don't think to return to part of the question when he says people are proud of it. I don't think people are proud of it. I don't feel proud of myself. No. I feel disgusted at myself. I can't help it.
Yeah.
And it is, I think, a bit like an addiction. Yeah. Like, genuinely. Find this
with, there are other things like this, I don't know, whatever. I think the same as Pokemon cards or anything that goes big. You just want more once you've got some, because you're like, oh, well, it'll enhance my already cool thing.
But the difference with this is that you haven't really got them once you've got them. You have to get them and do something to them before you've really got them.
Yeah.
You know, you can have them covered, but I don't really have Frodo and Sam at Mount Doom.
Yeah.
I've only got them once they're painted.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, I used to have a backlog of around 100 to 200 deliberately. That's about a year and a half's worth of painting. And I have about 10 years worth.
Do you know how many unpainted you've got?
It's about 900.
900?
No, I don't know. I think that's both combined. I've got 500 painted. So maybe it's about 400.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about 400. Yeah, it's doubled in size.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not 900. That would be insane.
And you did about the same as me last year, didn't you? Painted 50.
Yeah, but the year before I painted over 100. So it just depends. It's because we have to do this show and stuff.
We get a lot more painted if we do this. If I didn't do this every week, I would get an extra foot painted. It's like 2 hours of painting time.
Well, it's more that it's the whole evening. Right?
Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely something, I would argue that this addiction is probably less damaging to your health and your relationships than heroin, for example. Yeah. So I don't think it's the worst kind of addiction.
I think that the ones, though, are like you say, like the multiples of heroes, because you're like, oh, but I want him in that. And I'm trying to think what my most ridiculous one was. Something like, I got that Frodo and Sam Gollum set when I didn't need any of the 3 heroes. I already had them. Got the Aragorn with the burning brand.
Well, you had the models?
No, but I have a Gollum, I have a Frodo, I have a Sam. But yeah, getting those ones because you want the pose of it.
But I started. I know we talked about how we got into it in Harvey, but I think it's relevant. I got, when Lord of the Rings first came out, I played some games in Games Workshops, and I got some of the models, and what I got was the plastic Fellowship set, so it was like 24 goblins and 24 last knights. The Fellowship, so that was 9 metal models. The Breaking of the Fellowship, so some Uruks and 3 more of those heroes. And then I think the Mouth of Sauron for some reason, a bit later.
He's painted, isn't he?
No. And that was my starting thing. And then that's when I then went to university and kind of lost interest and didn't do a lot with it. So then when I came back into it was about 2010, I think, when I got back into it, my backlog was tiny. Those were the only Lord of the Rings models I owned. And I remember going onto it and literally finding out everything that had happened in Lord of the Rings world since then. And then going onto eBay and just finding, it's all on here. Yeah. And then going, I'll get some Uruks, and I'll get some... And then I shouldn't have a backlog in a way, because it's like I got back into it and I should have been known better. And then just, I don't know where it all came from. Because I did it way back with fantasy. Like when I was doing fantasy from when I was 10 till 20, that same thing happened. When I was a kid, you get this huge backlog, 100 models, and then gradually over the years when I was at uni, I sold a lot of them off, got the money, don't know where that went, drank it, spent it on guitars or something, and then I was like, alright, so now I have no backlog, essentially. And then did exactly the same thing with Lord of the Rings. And it's just like, this trade came up the other day, I was like, the Suladan metal. I was like, I need him. And why? Because I don't have a HUZAAH army, and this way I can buy him and put him in a box. And then no one else can have that and paint it. So what is that? And while I'm at it, it was the same trade. Oh, it's coming in from... Where did it come from? Belgium or something? Can't remember. And I was like, no, it's Germany. It's a guy called Klaus. And I was like, I'll get that. I'll get a duplicate of that bloody Frodo and Sam. I save money on the postage.
Winning.
So I'm certainly not proud of it. I'm an idiot. But what's interesting, I think, is Emma is really into crafting and paper craft and stuff. She's exactly the same. You've seen her rooms. The stuff this woman has. She does a thing called Project Life, which is like posh scrapbooking. She does a thing called Stamping Up now. That's her latest one, and she's a rep for that. Get this. This is a fun fact. She's a rep for this, so she can everywhere. You can't buy it in shops. You have to order it through a rep. Okay. Yeah. So she's got these like non-aggressive targets sort of thing. If she sells X amount of money, X amount of stuff every quarter, she gets a discount on everything she buys. Right. In her first quarter of selling, she's very pleased with this. She's hit her target already. She bought it all. She bought enough stuff from herself in her first quarter to get the discount. So she's laughing because she saved money now. She's got a discount. I want to know how much. Is that it? She told me she's got this other thing where if you spend, she was like going through the latest box that arrived, going, and these were freebies, and if you spend, I think it was £45 on this stuff, you got a free gift. Yeah. right? And then she was sitting there and going, I've done really well at this. And I was like, how many free gifts you got? She said 9. 9! I was like, that's 150 quid. And she was like, no. Yeah, and then it is. And then she like points at Smal. I was like, well. But she has the same thing where she's got more stuff in her craft room than she will ever do anything with. She makes amazing stuff. She makes some really nice cards and everything. But there's paper and stamps and all this stuff that is now never being used and never going to get used probably, but maybe it will. And they're limited edition card sets that will go out of production. And it's the same sort of thing. It's that obsessive kind of hoarding nature. So that I think that's why we're either a really good couple or an awful couple, because one of us isn't spending all their money and stressing the other one out, but on the other hand we are utterly enabling each other.
Lily and I are into the Lord of the Rings card game, which we don't really talk about on the channel, but she's just hit a milestone in her PhD. It's kind of the last hurdle before you then write up and do the last bit. And I was like, oh, as a present for saying well done, I'll get you one
card,
one box of the cards. They're like little expansions.
Right.
Got 10.
10. Strong.
rounded to the nearest.
Rounded up. 1 to 10.
And then I was like, all right, we've had a decision where we're going to release them in staggered waves, so we can get the enjoyment out of the ones that we open, and then use them, and then wait for the other ones. But yeah.
How much are they?
£10 each, something like that. It depends on the order of 10 to 15 a pack.
A lot of money in rocks.
A lot of money in these cards and stamps, apparently. If you can.
No. But there's definitely something in that, I think, of wanting it and knowing, what if tomorrow I really want to paint some of that? If I don't have him, I can't.
Yeah. That is a part of it.
But you're right, the thing is, as well, in a serious sense, from an investment point of view, like you say, to protect your own collection, the Girion is the perfect example. There's a lot of people going, oh, I want a Girion.
Yeah.
That might well happen to me with some other model, but not with Girion, because I bought Girion and put him in the box. And that's true. Yeah. But the nature of this hobby is that if you spend all this money, and then you do gradually, hopefully not, or for a very long time, like lose interest in it or fade out, the stuff holds its value and goes up. Yeah. So you then, if you can invest now...
Unless you've got loads of Last Alliance Warriors.
I think you should. Yeah. I'm not saying go out and buy out all the metals and buy up all the... don't buy up stuff you have no intention of painting, because that's horrible. Yeah. Painting even. But...
Don't worry about it.
Even now, it's great. It's great that the game's been reinvigorated. It's brilliant. We're all very optimistic, but who knows? Maybe that's fine. That will be a great reinvestment if it lasts 5 years. Yeah. So, brilliant. But then in 10 years' time, in 20 years' time, you won't be able to get this stuff. And who knows? Maybe we'll be on episode 500 of the Palantir, and maybe there'll still be a smaller independent scene playing.
Just me and you.
Yeah. But I'd like to think I'll still have my models, and I'll still want to paint some models in my time off. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And so I want to make sure I've got some models to paint. That's why you want Sauron. And a plastic ring wraith if you didn't get it. On Felbeast, don't just send me a plastic ring wraith. God, I would be so ungrateful if someone just sent me a plastic ring wraith. Ugh.
Yeah, what are your top 5 needs? Needs.
A good clear out.
Plastic
would be one. What are 5 things?
You'd say Haradrim Raiders.
Yeah, I think if I can I have multiple boxes. Yeah. All right, Haradrim Raiders. Yeah. Harad Warriors. Yeah. Sauron. Plastic Felbeast.
And one more.
Maybe the Harad Horde. Yeah, the Mood guy. I think. You?
Well, given I have some I have to redo something,
Oh yeah, cool.
I will list those ones. Shelob.
Roger.
Radion Slay.
Oh, strong.
So there's just more of things to make an army bigger. Because, I don't know, when I first buy stuff, I'd probably just buy 12 and the hero, and then sometimes you think, well, I actually want 24.
Gunderband.
Yeah.
Militia.
Yeah. Those kind of things. Who else am I after? I'm after the Galadriel that you're painting now.
The White Council.
The White Council one. That's 3 models. It'd be really cool to have the Witch King with the flaming sword, but I definitely don't need it.
Mm.
But that one on horse, the Matt Davies one that is in James Langmore army is awesome. Yeah. And what else? I mean, Harrington Raiders maybe. I don't know.
That's also, if I'm brutally honest, ignoring the next 2 things that I'm about to buy. Scratch them from the list already.
Which are?
Some Mirkwood Ranger captains and a Captain of Dale.
Captain of Dale.
Because they were things that were on that list, or visuals I didn't get, so I need to order them.
Yeah.
So yeah. Send all that with.
Yeah. The address is SBG Towers.
Yeah, SBG Towers.
Redder Road.
Dreamville. Done, do you think, on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we admire you, Ollie.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like, as much as we say we like having our backlog to an extent, we definitely admire you for being so damn efficient.
I'd far rather have a fully painted collection.
Yes.
No. But then I do, as I said, I do like the idea that I know I can keep painting for a long time to come. If everything was suddenly gold.
Yes.
But so obviously, I think this is a really good topic, and we want to hear what you think about it. So, give us some idea of the percentage of your backlog and the psychology.
Shadow and Flame Dave. My backlog is.
I think what I've got is nothing compared to some people.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ed's must be pretty big as well.
Yeah.
But the other thing to say with a big backlog is 1, you have to store it. 2, you should really put it on your insurance because it's worth a lot, which should in theory increase your premium a bit. And 3, you get very, very worried about...
Don't say the F word.
Yes. You get very worried about... And less so burglary because people aren't really going to steal them, but fire.
Yeah.
That's
horrifies me. There's no coming back.
But that's more for painted.
Yeah. There's just no... If that Mirkwood army...
Yeah.
God.
This is why we should pay people like Shadow and Flame Dave more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Save our models.
Yes, save your fire service. But yeah, there's no way I'd ever repaint that stuff. No way. Couldn't.
No, you just don't have the time in your life.
Same as theft, because you're right. They wouldn't take it. Burglars wouldn't take it and thinking they knew what it was worth. They just take it and sell it. So what happened to James Long when he lost those Wood Elves? Like how he came back from that. He lost everything he had for SPG, this gorgeous Wood Elf army. And how you come back, it's just awful. Yeah. So yeah, hopefully that'll never happen to anyone ever again.
No.
But those are our thoughts we want to know, and tell us about the psychology. How do you sleep at night, guys? What are your plans, and why do you collect your stuff, and so on and so forth.
Indeed.
That is this week's topic.
And that could be the end of the episode.
But there is only one way that we sign off an episode of the Plan to this.
Oh yes.
These days, it is with
a 50-point bat rack.
Oh yes, and so we will be moving on to our fourth 50-point bat rat.
And will Damrod and his ranger friend be able to cause 2 wounds on the first turn for the 3rd week in a row?
I hope not, because then I'll be down to 2 wounds. Yes, indeed. So
this week the challenges are.
The challenges this week are 2 Mirkwood Spiders.
2 Mirkwood Spiders.
Mirkwood Spiders, known for their power.
Yes, because the special rule in our made-up series is that you don't need a proper leader. Independent heroes can be a leader, or in the case of wargs and spiders.
And also, if we're brutally honest, we're making the rules up.
Yeah.
If we think something's cool, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2 Mercury Spiders that I think could have a chance if they get to you. Strength 5 against your power score. Yeah, Fountain Court.
So yeah, it's Damrod, a Ranger, and 2 Fountain Court Shield.
Against 2 Mercury Spiders.
Place your bets.
and Wincy.
Place your bets now.
Yeah.
In the comment section because we need those ratings.
We do indeed. And we will come back with deployment.
Yeah.
And so here is the challengers. We've got Incy hanging down from there, looking quite creepy. It's a bit dark. Hopefully, when we turn her around, you'll see the light. And then we have Wincy lurking in the tree there. And above him is Bilbo with the butterflies. Hey, Bilbo. That's one of the 3 Bilbos I have painted up. And over there are the defenders. 2 Fountain Court with shields, 1 Ranger, and Damrod. Has Damrod gone down yet?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did. He lost the goblin, didn't he?
Yeah.
But they have together, as yet, been undefeated. Do the spiders have what it takes to take them down? We will find out now.
Ready?
Oh yes.
So, priority, Evil get a 4, whereas Damrod and his Rangers get a 5.
Oh no.
We'll stand here. You move.
Come at me, bro. He's standing there.
Yes. How far are you moving?
13 away. I couldn't I? Move 8.
Yes.
Yeah, go on. There's Damrod on the end.
Yeah.
4. Oh no, he's going to be out of range.
Is it only... yeah.
Oh, God, they're so awful. God, they
I
are
can
awful.
This is some top quality content.
Absolutely.
Well, there's no point coming back after moving.
No, I agree. There you go.
Alright, shooting.
Yep.
None from you.
No, thank you.
Why is that?
It's because in order to shoot, I have to move half, which is 4 inches, and then the range is only 6. You see? So then the gap between us was more than 12. It was more than 10. Your shots?
Yeah, so
God.
let's go for the Ranger first. Shooting at this one with Bilbo in the tree.
Wincy.
Wincy. Needing a 3. Oh, he's missed. Damrod. Needing a 3. Yeah, it's a 6. At the same target, their defense.
3.
So 5s. 5s from Damrod.
Oh,
It's so weird. Damrod keeps up his record. Do you have your mini dice?
Yeah, I've only got 2 spots this time, I remember. This one has been wounded.
Okay.
Next time, this one will be dead.
Wounded.
Alright?
Priority.
Spiders get a 3.
Damrod's guys get a 5. How many inches away from me are you?
7.
I'm not backing away.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, in we go then. Gribble, gribble, gribble. In goes Wincy. Gribble, gribble, gribble. Let's keep that one. In goes so Incy and Wincy are both in.
Brilliant. Fighting?
Yeah, you are high at 5, aren't you?
Yes.
They're only fight 3.
Yes.
God.
Which one first? It's up to me, but it doesn't really matter.
None of them will be trapped around.
No.
Let's do Incy. So
Which
not
is
fighting
that one.
Yeah.
Set in the bar.
Come on, Incy girl.
It's a double 1.
Oh God, they're so awful.
You've lost.
The game's over.
Fountain Court.
So you wounded, didn't you?
Yeah, what does Fountain Court need?
4. Defense 3.
Yeah, they're both 4s. Fountain Court is in red, just so we know who's doing the wounding.
Oh,
It's
alive.
1 wound. It survives.
Never in doubt.
Survives. Both down to 1 wound.
Yeah, both down to 1 wound. It's
And
fine.
now we go. Damian's just checking the trusty Desolation
No,
of Smile
that's right,
suspect.
Oh God, they only fight 2. That's so bad.
Over here, on
Sorry.
1 wound remaining against Damrod. Setting the bar.
It's Wednesday.
Damrod's in red. It's 5. Point of might.
Drunk.
1-4 to kill him. Oh, Damrod does it.
See.
Damrod the killing machine.
God.
Priority. It's a 1.
Yeah.
And it goes to good.
On.
No mic left though.
The heart bleeds.
You've got a wound left.
Yeah. Gonna need to win this combat.
Set the bar at a 4.
You need 4 dice, 3 highest, please.
A ranger wins it. The ranger striking. No.
Ranger striking again.
Oh yeah, he's trapped. Nope. Damn Rod. And for the second week in a row, the Gondorians lose no models. Damrod, the killing machine. And Damian weeps at how bad the spiders are.
Oh, they're awful. We'll go to the post-battle battle breakdown.
And we're back. How was that for you?
Awful. Did not enjoy. Would not recommend that to a friend. 2 out of 10 would play again.
I think Jamie would have said something.
We should have played it again off camera like we did with Jamie.
Yeah.
So you could have won another game.
They were awful.
I thought the Mercury Spiders had a real chance in 50-point mat reps.
Yeah. Because they could, especially Fountain Court, because it's wounding on 5s.
All they had to do was win a fight.
Yeah.
They braved the hail of missiles. You got to win. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
It was Damrod winning.
His
Getting
dice
the 5.
specifically getting the 5.
And then getting up. That made a huge difference because it killed that one.
Yeah.
And I reckon
The double
odds are good. Yeah, odds are good. If I'd have won that fight, I probably would have killed one of them.
Yeah.
Because I would have gone for the Fountain Court.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, the double one wasn't a great idea in retrospect. Shouldn't have done that. It was just over alarmingly quickly.
Yeah.
I know 50-point back reps are meant to be quick, but it was just
We didn't
suddenly,
cut once, it was just
all got away from
gone.
it. So yeah, Gondor marches on.
Indeed.
Who will stop them? I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were the hope.
Yeah.
I thought the spiders might have it.
Maybe cavalry.
Yeah. So I think next up we were going to try, we were potentially going to try Eowyn and a rider mounted. Something like that. So a bit of cav. For you to shoot the horses in turn 1. Oh, come on! But yeah, we will be, that will be probably be next week's 50-point back rep. We hope you enjoyed that.
We did indeed.
I enjoy these. I like these as a little segment.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying the 50-point back reps? Do let us know. That's it though.
Yes.
This week, let us know what you think about your backlogs and your thoughts on that. I hope you had a great hobby week.
Answer the trivia questions.
Don't forget to do that. And
as ever.
Yeah. Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your GBHL host in the links below.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your hobby.
And Happy Strategy Battle Gaming.
We're back after the sign-off. Why is this, Damian?
Played the battle report again.
What's still on the table?
2 Mercury Spiders.
Look at the dead pile. All the Gondorians are dead.
I slaughtered them. Don't bunch through them. Don't bunch through their squishy.
The Gondorians just perform on camera and then they're terrible in the second bat rep.
No, they crushed Jamie twice.
Oh yeah, they crushed.
Spiders marched on to victory. It was so good. Incy was good. Incy was good. Should have been there.
But sadly, they are out. I don't really know the rules. They could come back, but
the only rule is there are no rules.
Okay. But anyway, good job by these guys in the post-battle bat rep rematch.
It's the post-battle breakdown battle.
Rep. On that note, ta-ra.